The change is that you have a quarterback who takes care of the football in a big way, but still can deliver it downfield. Alex Smith has such a reputation for being careful that it's overblown. He will take the shot downfield. If receivers shake free, get open, he'll deliver it. The other part of that, they get an offensive line. If they can get health there and have consistency up front, that offense can move, and that's what they're going to need to do if they want to compete in the NFC East.
Throwing is Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Smith now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Thompson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. Here's Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Here's Smith now on second down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Leopard! Leopard! Now, Barney! Barney!
They go to Johnson again. Well, that second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Rosen to throw on 3rd down. There's the first NFL catch for the former Aggie Christian Kirk. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On play action, Rosen muscling free near the 40.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Open man is Darius Fountain. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone...
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. And Nelson's got it here right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And this one is incomplete. So 1:55 to go in the first half. More from the desert after this. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Yellow.
Now it's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the end zone, Smith. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
They'll run with Thompson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Well, the Cardinals coming out here and take a look back, Charles, at 2017. Really, everything started going south, unfortunately, week 1. That's when they lost David Johnson to a wrist injury. From there, they really couldn't turn it around.
And in the offseason, coaching change. Steve Wilks now in charge. Comes with a defensive bent. Remember, he's a defensive coordinator with the Carolina Panthers. And he probably was blitzing from the time he took the job. That's how aggressive he is. On the offensive side of the ball, you know, there's going to be a battle for the quarterback spot. You knew they signed Sam Bradford. Josh Rosen was drafted. But the identity of this team, David Johnson, their running back. Missing him most of last season really changed the whole dynamic of their year.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen off the play action. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On third down, Rosen. He's going to go for a big play down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Double.
3rd down, here's Geis. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Go.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
4 down, 4 down.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do
best.
On the gas. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think one didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Smith now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Caught by Nelson left side. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Third and goal. Rosen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Outcome touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. To throw on second down is Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they'll run it here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Cardinals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. And here come the Redskins now. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent, because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Following a fumble recovery, it's Rosen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Leopard! Leopard!
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And his pass incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matt Ioannidis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead, barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Smith going to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Cards going to call another timeout. Their second, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here's Rosen. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Zach Brown in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Washington, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models are. It's popping, I took her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel